like this. Let's get right into it. It's by Mike Korzemba.
Has voter fatigue made the NBA MVP a complete joke? Nikola Jokic on paper is having one of the
Wait. Out of the whole league right now, I need you guys to comment down below who's your favorite MVP candidate that's running right now. Right? Me personally, I think SGA has this secured in the bag. So let me know in the comment section down below if you could fight against SGA. SGA, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Let me know.
best NBA.
Yo, it's your boy, the official Mirror. Before we get into this video, I want to ask you guys a huge favor. Make sure that you hit this like button and make sure that you comment your opinions in the comment section down below. I will be replying to all comments. Also, this is the biggest of them all. Make sure that you smack this subscribe button. And I mean, smack this subscribe button, so you won't be missing no future uploads. Right back to the video.
Seasons we have ever seen, averaging 29.1 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 10.3 assists per game, which is nice, but even more impressive, Jokic's PER currently ranks 4th all-time, his box score plus minus 4th all-time, his win shares per 48 minutes 12th all-time, but wait, who is 10th? Look at that, it's Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Very interesting, because the 2025 MVP race has pretty much given us two hard conclusions with the season winding down. The first is that Shea is going to win. The betting markets have him as a big time favorite.
So is SGA, is Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, and Nikola Jokic, right? Past 10 MVP winners. Jokic, right? Joel, Jokic. Wait, whoa. You telling me Jokic won that shit 3 times? They only won 1 chip and they won it 3 times? Whoa. I didn't know that. Genuinely, I did not know that. I've been MIA from the NBA since COVID. I ain't gonna lie. So then we had Giannis, Harden, Russell, Steph, right? And then I assume the next one is going to either be KD or Bron. I don't know.
The media has been hyping him up as the winner, and despite foul merchant allegations,
this was his 12th 40-point game this season, the most in the NBA.
He's this year's MVP.
Without hesitation, the MVP of the NBA.
SGA was my MVP last year. He would be my MVP this year if we were voting today.
Shea is the media's choice, but the second conclusion has been loud and clear from fans. I posted a recent poll asking who should be the MVP, and 2/3 of the voters chose Nikola Jokic. As the consensus among fans is that Jokic, who is already a 3-time MVP winner, is going to get screwed over this season due to voter fatigue. A situation where the media, who choose—
Hold on, if he's averaging 28, 10, and 10, is that not a crazy stat line? That's like Russell Westbrook numbers from a couple years ago when Russell won that John, once or twice? When he used to average a triple-double. Am I tweaking?
Chooses the winner, gets tired or fatigued of voting for the same player year in and year out, so they instead vote for a new storyline. But that brings us to a very big question that we need to answer. Well, actually 2 questions. 1, is Jokic actually the clear winner? And 2, if he definitely does deserve this award, why is something like voter fatigue—
Hold on, watch out, Koda. Watch out. Where's the Nuggets in the standings right now? That's the biggest question right now. Where's the Nuggets in the standings? I'm sorry, Mike Korzemba. I have to search this up. The Nuggets are 4th and the Thunder are 1st. If you want to go by what they was trying to go by all season, they want to go by team success, right? So this is the most valuable player of the league and for this team. Because if this player was not playing, they was losing games, right? Right now, even with Jokic playing, unless Jokic is injured and I don't know about it, right now, Jokic, they got a loss. And with SGA, hold on, let me see. With SGA not being injured by the looks of it, right? Nah, he's still active. With SGA being active, he's winning games, bro. And that's just me being like me looking at the standalone stats. Like he's winning.
Ever
The
justified.
MVP.
So what's up, Mike here, and
He's the
let's
most
start with this
valuable
question.
player.
How much does winning matter? Because if the Thunder and Nuggets switched overall records here, I don't think this would be a contest. The fact that the Thunder are first place in the Western
That's
Conference
what
by
I'm saying.
a wide margin
He's
is
first.
the main
And
selling
SGA
point
is
for
active.
Shai
He's
winning
not
the
injured.
MVP. But it's here already where I want to ask you a question. In the MVP race, what should matter more? How many wins a team has, or how many wins
always
a player
been team
contributes
success.
to his team? Because
But
according to Cleaning
I can't even say that because the Thunder definitely won MVP with Russell Westbrook, and they wasn't even the best team in the Western Conference. So I can't even say that.
TheGlass.com, with Jokic on the court, based on his contributions and his efficiency, the Nuggets play like a 64-win team when Jokic is playing and an 18-win team when he is not. You heard that right, 18 wins. In comparison, the Thunder play like a 72-win team when Shai is playing and a 58-win team when he's sitting. So Shai has led the Thunder to the best record in the NBA this season. And when he's playing, they're winning at a historic rate. 72-win teams would almost be the most in NBA history. But when he's sitting, 58 wins would still be a very high-level playoff team. In comparison,
real.
the Nuggets play like an elite team when Jokic is on the court, and when he's not on the court, they drop to one of the worst teams the NBA has ever seen. So if we're just going off of purely who is most valuable, which is what the V in MVP stands for, Jokic adds 46
Most
wins to
valuable.
the Nuggets, while Shai adds 14 wins.
Okay, hold on. Let's check his math. We have to check his math. All right, so if we're looking at it, hold on. So if we're looking at it properly, on court differential when Jokic is on the court is 2.2, right? 2.2, 10.7, 7.3, 14, right? Plus 7, 14, 6, 7, 5, 10, 7, 6, 9, 19, 13, 24, 25, 20, 13, and 24. Then we have 11 and 21. The differential, this is the win gap. Anything that don't have a plus sign is what Jokic doesn't do. Like when Jokic isn't on the court. Anything without a plus sign. He got plus 46 while SGA has plus 14.
To the Thunder. For some of you, this might be enough, but I don't think it's that simple. I think we still need to compare other numbers here. So to see if Jokic is truly getting robbed in terms of pure stats, Nikola Jokic is averaging 29.1 points, 12.8
29,
rebounds, and 10.3 assists
13
per game
rebounds,
with
10
1.8
assists.
steals and 0.7 blocks. Shai is averaging
blocks.
33 points, 5 rebounds, 6.2 assists, 1.8
Okay. When he breaks down the stats for 2025, I'm not gonna lie. And all around stats as the most valuable player, it looks like Jokic. I'm not gonna lie. But team success plays a very strong role when it comes to most valuable player. At least I feel like it should.
steals, and 1 block a game. The advantage obviously goes to Nikola Jokic here. The fact that he's averaging a triple-double as a center, I feel like is going extremely underrated this year. The only reason people are not going crazy about this is because Nikola Jokic has normalized this. However, I also want to make it clear here that these are 2 top-tier MVP candidates. In a lot of seasons, Shai or Jokic would be the MVP winner. Because when we look at the advanced numbers, I think Jokic has a slight advantage, but it's nothing crazy. Jokic has a slightly better PER, a slightly better true shooting percentage, slightly less win shares per 48 minutes, and Jokic does win in box score plus minus and VOR. So Jokic is winning on the stat sheet. And perhaps most importantly for his advanced numbers, to piggyback off of the wins he's added to the Nuggets, Denver is plus 17.4.
Denver is plus 17 on the court through playoffs. We're not next to the playoffs yet.
+8.4 points per 100 possessions when Jokic is on the court compared to off, and the Thunder are +11.9 points per 100 possessions when Shai is on the court compared to off. So just pure stats wise, Jokic does win, although again, it is very close. Shai is leading the NBA in scoring, but we can see why people are saying that the stats tell the story that Jokic should be the MVP winner again, and that voter fatigue is what's contributing to this. I will say, adding 46 wins to the Nuggets is a lot of wins. Denver is a title contender with Jokic, and they would be trying to draft Cooper Flag without him. But I want to ask you right now, how much should overall wins matter? How much should...
Okay, so do we want to change the same logic that we used to have when Russell Westbrook was winning his championship belts? Do we want to change that? You know what I'm saying? Because the thing was team success. Russell Westbrook teams has been 8th seeds and 7th seeds, but we've never had a situation to where two players are literally outperforming their team so much that they're at the top of the Western Conference. I'm not going to lie. It's been many opportunities to where Westbrook, forget Westbrook. It hasn't been many opportunities to where someone was leading the league with 33, 34 points and another person was averaging a triple-double, right? SGA is nowhere near a triple-double. So in team success, and if he wasn't playing and the team would fail according to the statistics, the Nuggets would be down if Jokic did not play. And that's me being real. I'm sorry to all the Denver fans and Nuggets fans or whatever the case is, but y'all will be down. You know what I'm saying? So, truth be told, if I had to crown anybody with the most valuable player, right? In the beginning of the video, I said SGA. And that's just me being honest. Sorry, Fairburg, excuse me. If I had to say anybody, I would say Jokic deserves to be the MVP for the 4th time in his career because he's averaging a triple-double, something that most centers in the league has never done. Plus, SGA is just scoring, bro. He's just a scorer. He's a natural born scorer. So I feel like SGA deserves a trophy. He deserves a trophy, yes. But Jokic, SGA deserves a trophy because of team success. But Jokic, on the other hand, is also putting up the stats to show that he is an MVP. Most valuable player in the NBA should be, drum roll please, Jokic.
Being first in the Western Conference matter. Also, I want to ask you, if you are enjoying this video, please subscribe and turn on post notifications only if you're enjoying the video. As for how much do wins matter? Because I personally do believe the amount of games a team wins is important. I don't think that's a controversial statement, but sometimes I think it gets lost in the shuffle. It is extremely difficult to be the guy on a team who wins the regular season conference championship. Night in and night out, everyone is coming for you and you have to perform. Stats matter, advanced stats matter, but ultimately, the stat that matters the most is the number of wins you put in the wins column.
And that's what
for
I'm
a
thinking
long time,
too.
The best
Because
player
you're
on
at
the best
the
team
top of
was
the
how the
Western
MVP
Conference.
award was decided. Should history matter here? Because before 1981, the players voted on the MVP award, which led to a lot of biased voting. I'm sure we can understand why. Imagine if Draymond Green was the best player in the league. Would we expect every player to vote for him? Somehow, I doubt Jordan Poole is giving him the trophy. So for the 1981 season, the NBA changed the voting. Now it is a panel of sports writers and broadcasters, which is still imperfect, but it's what we're working with. And to make things difficult for no reason at all, the MVP criteria is purposely left vague, which in my opinion can only lead to inconsistency in the MVP award because voters do not have hard rules to look at when they are voting. Some might think the MVP is the best player in the league. Some might think it's the best guy in the best team. It's up to each individual voter in that specific season to make that decision, which has led to a lot of controversy in the past. It has also been said that voter fatigue cost Michael Jordan the 1993 and
Okay, fast forward to the 1992-1993 race, and there's more evidence of voter fatigue. Jordan once again overshadowed the competition in win shares and PER. Somehow he finished third in voting, setting status to a wildly talented and inferior Charles Barkley. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not mad that Charles Barkley won that. Because, hold on, now hear me out, chat. Hear me out, okay? Charles Barkley might not have averaged 1 million points per game, but as a person down below in the post, he's ripping the other teams. I'm not gonna lie. And he was crazy. He was fast. He was big for his size. I'm not gonna lie, Charles Barkley. I barely know anything about you, Charles. But what I do know is the things that you was good at your size, and you strictly confused me.
1997 MVP awards. It's been said that voter fatigue cost LeBron James the 2011 MVP award, which went to Derrick Rose. What's important right now is that the original style of voting, since the media took over, would have made Shea an actual no-brainer decision this season. I say this because from 1981 to 2016, which is 36 seasons of voting, the MVP award came from a 4th place winner in their conference just once. That was 1982, Moses Malone. A winner from a 3rd place team in that time period came just twice, 1988 Michael Jordan and 2006 Steve Nash, and a player on a 2nd place team won just 3 times. 2014 Kevin Durant, 2012 LeBron James, and 1994 Hakeem Olajuwon. The other 30 MVP award winners went to players who were either tied for first or just straight up first in their conference, which meant for a solid 36 years there was pretty much criteria in place. If a player had an amazing season on the best team in their conference, they were almost guaranteed to win the award, which is what Shea is doing. However, since 2016, the rules have completely changed, as 2017 Russell Westbrook averaged the first triple-double for a season since Oscar Robertson in 1962, and that historic feat changed the way voting has worked since. Russell Westbrook averaged that triple-double on a Thunder team that was the 6th seed in the Western Conference, and now in the last 4 seasons, only one MVP award winner has come from a team that is at least tied for first in their conference. 2024, Nikola Jokic. In recent years, the award has become much more stat and analytics based. Again, voters have no criteria to go off of, so something like this can and has happened. Voter trends change, and also storylines end up playing a large role in this award. I think we can all agree, even if you have Shea as your MVP, that Shea's story is also playing a large role in the voting here. The Thunder and Shea are a much more fun choice than Nikola Jokic. The Thunder have emerged as the clear top team in the Western Conference. They're young, they could be contenders for a very long time, and Shea is just 26 years old. He's gone from the 11th pick in the draft to one of the best players in the world. It is a great story. Making Jokic's case even harder is the fact that giving him a 4th MVP would cement him as one of the best players of all time, and it seems like after he was was just the media's analytic darling, the media also does not want to give him that. Perhaps it's because he's only won one championship trophy so far, but 4 MVPs would tie Nikola Jokic with LeBron James and Wilt Chamberlain for 4th most MVPs in NBA history. Bill Russell and Michael Jordan have 5, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar has 6. Is this fair? Of course not. Every season should just be its own thing. There should be no outside factors such as voter fatigue, or hey, if we give this guy another MVP, suddenly he has more trophies than both Bird and Magic. But there is a human element to this award, and this is what is happening, at least partly. Because to finish this off, we have to give credit to how Shai is ending this season. In his last 12 games, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has played the best basketball of his season so far, averaging 36.3 points, 6.8 assists, and 5 rebounds per game. Jokic, meanwhile, has gone the opposite way. Jokic's scoring has decreased to 26.6 points, and he's also averaging 13.5 rebounds and 10.5 assists per game. So 12 games.
At the end of the day, I don't really count the end of the season stats as like actual stats. And I'm going to explain why. Because at the end of the season, you guys are not only getting fresh off of the All-Star game and you guys are just trying to prep your bodies all over again or whatever the case is, but you are also trying to rest your star players and are trying to rest for the NBA playoffs, bro. So, I can't judge an MVP off of the last 15, how many games did he say? The last 12 games of the season. The last 24 games of the season. Because all 81 that he was playing phenomenal. But the last 12, I can't judge you, bro. Because I got to see how you perform in the playoffs before I decide to deem you as a MVP candidate or as a star player in general.
Points, and he's also averaging 13.5 rebounds and 10.5 assists per game. So 12 games ago, I would have said this was a no-brainer. I would have said for sure Nikola Jokic deserves this award. For sure the media is getting this wrong. But Shai, even playing for a team that has a nice cushion in the Western Conference, has not let up at all. He is playing incredible. And after this 12-game stretch, I no longer think this is a robbery.
If you want to go for underdogs,
I think we have 2 guys who deserve to win
Jokic.
the NBA MVP, and we just have one.
If you want to go for someone who's really contributing every single night,
the stat that says the
I say
Nuggets would be
SGA,
an
bro. I
18
don't
win
care.
team without him.
SGA
That is
is
just
fire.
absolutely absurd. But after these final 12 games, if you're picking Shai, I can understand. I do want to know, what do you think about the MVP race down below in the comments? And thank you for watching.
Let me know in the comment section down below as well.
Channel, make sure to subscribe and turn on post notifications only if you like the video. If not, well, you know. Okay. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much for supporting. You are awesome. We all know it. And as always, have an awesome day and cue that music.
Appreciate you.
After he made one of the biggest shots in
Simba. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, if you guys are new, make sure you guys hit that freaking follow button, man. Make sure you subscribe as we are on this journey to 1,000 followers on YouTube. Right? And I will leave my Twitch description down below in the comment section. And you guys can follow up, show some love on Twitch, man. If you want to see the live reactions in real time, make sure you guys go hit that Twitch button. Because we will be live every day from today until the end of the month. Not going to lie. All right. Catch y'all soon.